Hey guys, so this is Raymond. This is a blade that I've been meaning to make for a long time now. This is actually a repurposed talibong blade. This is a standard talibong blade. This was from years ago when I used to buy and sell swords. But anyway, I ordered the sword. They shipped it to me, and the handle was broken. So basically, it was a perfectly serviceable blade with no handle. So I've been meaning to put a handle for a while, so thanks to the quarantine, I've finally done it. But instead of putting a standard handle on it, I've put da-da-da, kind of a half spear kind of thing. The Yeah, so this is about, whew, I think in total this is almost 4 feet in length. So yeah, I don't know why I did this, but I've been meaning to make a spear thing for a while now, so I decided to build this. One of the things that I had to do was, I think you can see it on camera, where I had to flatten the sides of this pole, um, just so I can index the blade properly. Because when I first played around with this with the perfectly round spear shaft, yeah, I couldn't index the blade. It would just like spin around in my hand when I tried to do my moves. I had to consciously or constantly use my eyes to see where it's oriented. So that's not how I want to do things. So I've flattened it a little bit. It's gotten better since I used it. It's easier to use, but I still need a little bit of a flatter profile, especially near here in the back. I don't know why, but yeah, I just need this part to be a little bit flatter so I can index it more. Now the blade is a typical, okay, hold on. This is hard. All right. Ooh, use the foot. Yes, use the foot. All right. So the blade is a typical, oop. Should I edit that out? Maybe not. I don't know. The blade is a typical bakotang blade. So for those who don't know, it's the one where the tip kind of gets clipped, it drops down. It's not the perfectly straight blade spine, which is more common in the linamay. It kind of does it, but the good thing is, and here's the great part, because it's a bakotang blade, the tip is actually lined up almost perfectly with the shaft. So if you do spear with this thing, um, you are indexed perfectly for the stabby part. All right. Now, major problem with this is, okay, it's a sword blade, and it's a very flexible sword blade. Just to give you guys an idea, there, it's a very flexible sword blade, which you want in a sword, right? You don't want your sword to be too rigid. But in the spear, it might not work out so well because if I thrust really hard, uh, okay, it's hard to do it with a one hand, but whenever I thrust really hard with it, the blade would go wing, 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 wing. So it might be a little too soft for this kind of application. But I mean, if you're hitting someone who's unarmored, it should be fine. But anyway, skip to, here are some clips of me using this thing.